Hello my loves and welcome back to my channel. Today's video we're going to be talking about 10 different signs that indicate that your dreams are manifesting. This is helping you know that you are on the right track, you are on the right path, and even some of these things that I mentioned today might even seem contradictory to manifesting your dreams, but it's really important to know what these signs are so that you can continue on your path, and also so you can know how to navigate these different scenarios, because there are different signs that might come your way that indicate that you're on the right track, but there might just be some tweaks that you might need to make along your path in order to continue manifesting that desire into your life. So I'm really excited about today's video, and let's go ahead and dive right into it. So the first sign that I want to talk about is increased resistance around your desire. This is actually a sign that what you're doing is correct. It indicates that you are manifesting your desire, and I'm going to explain why. However, I just want to quickly clarify that a lot of people, when they noticed increased resistance around manifesting their desire, a lot of the times it can be misconstrued as the universe telling you that you can't achieve your desire, or that you're not worthy of it, or that you're just not capable of it. All these different things. We tend to create these negative stories around increased resistance whenever we're trying to manifest something, which totally makes sense. I've been here before in my life many times. However, because I've been in this scenario so many times, I've also come to realize that this is one of the major signs that what you're doing is actually helping your desire come into your life. But there are a few tweaks that you do need to make in order to help release that resistance and bring your desire closer to you. So first off, I want to explain that whenever you get increased resistance around your desire, let's say you're trying to manifest money, and then all of a sudden you notice that more bills seem to come in the mail, or it's harder to make money than ever before, or it seems that you're working so hard to try to increase your income only to show nothing for it. Or even in your love life, let's say you're trying to manifest the love of your life, but every time you go out on a date with somebody, it's just blah, or it doesn't work out, or they don't like you back, or nothing just seems to be working, and it just seems like there's increased resistance around everything that you're trying to manifest. This is actually a good sign, okay? So first off, what this indicates, whenever there's increased resistance, it actually does mean that there's an increase of energy flow in that area of your life for you. So it actually indicates that what you're doing is increasing the energy to create that desire. And you can think about this like a river. Think about whenever you want something and when you want it really, really badly, that's helping that river gain momentum. When you slightly desire something, it's like a little stream. But when you really, really, really desire something, it is like a flowing river. However, that increased resistance is caused because there's some sort of dam that is stopping that river from flowing to you. It's stopping your manifestation from flowing into your life. Whenever there's increased resistance, it means that you've actually increased the flow of that desire to you, but we just have not removed the block that is currently standing there in the way of you receiving that desire. So it actually indicates that what you're doing is right, you're on the right track, but we just need to focus on removing the dam that we probably forgot to remove or didn't even realize was there. And a lot of the times whenever we're manifesting something, there might be a block around it, but we just may be unconscious towards what that block might be. And when we remove that block, what happens is whenever there was a ton of really increased resistance, again, like I said, it indicates that that river actually has a lot of momentum and it's flowing very powerfully and strongly. And right when you remove that block and that dam, what I notice is that your desire will come into your life faster than ever. It's like right around the corner. And it just requires removing that block. So what might that block be? That could be a block of, I don't believe I'm worthy of receiving my desire. It could be a block such as, I don't think I'm good enough. It could be a block such as, maybe that desire was on its way to you, but again, there was that little bit of resistance that might have been in the way, but maybe that resistance really increased because then we thought, oh, maybe this is the universe telling me that I don't deserve my desire. Or maybe it was taking a little bit of time to gain that momentum, and we thought, oh, since it's taking so much time, maybe it's the universe telling me that I'm not meant for this. That's not the case. And once you remove those limiting stories, all those limiting stories, those limiting beliefs that you have, that is that dam that is stopping that desire from coming to you. And the more you can live in the energy of already having it, the more you can feel the energy of already having your desire, that dam will get wiped away, it will be taken away, and your desire is going to flow into your life faster than ever. And I've noticed this in my own life time and time again. Whenever I had increased resistance around something, and right when I focused on actually removing those blocks, removing those limiting beliefs, and actually believing, yes, I'm worthy of it, and yes, I trust that it is coming to me, right when I fully embodied that energy. And I don't mean just telling yourself that, I mean fully embodying the full belief and the emotion of, yes, I know that my desire is coming to me. I know it's on the way, and I know that I'm worthy of it. I know I deserve it. When you embody that particular energy, that manifestation is going to flow into your life faster than ever, because there was so much momentum already being accumulated over that timeline. So if this is happening in your life right now, I want you to know that your manifestation is very much on its way. It's been on its way this whole time. It's just about removing that resistance or that block that was creating that resistance in your life. And I talk about this so much more in my manifesting course. If you want a really quick manifestation workshop to go through, I'll have one linked down below, which is really powerful at identifying what your current blocks are, and it helps you release the resistance around those blocks. Another thing that you might notice happening in your life is that things begin to shift and change. So this is a natural process whenever you're manifesting something, is things will begin to shift or change in your life. So let's say that you're trying to manifest more money in your life. Sometimes you might actually manifest losing your job in the process because you were meant to get redirected to a new job where there was more opportunity for the abundance that you were attracting, for example. I'm not saying this happens 100% of the time, but anytime that you ask for something, the universe is going to guide you in the direction of least resistance to that desire. So as long as you're going with the flow and trusting the process, there might be things that shift and change in your life. Sometimes we also tend to lose things in our life when we're manifesting something new. And the reason for this is because whenever you're manifesting something new, it requires you shifting into a new energy, into a new vibration. And things that are no longer resonant with that new vibration will fall out of your life and change. So you might lose friendships. You might lose a job, for example. And I'm not saying they're always going to be this extreme. Sometimes we're going to keep the exact same friends. Sometimes we're going to keep the exact same job. But I'm just using these things as an example that your life might begin changing, and it might begin changing unexpectedly. And the reason for this is because as your vibration changes, the things that are no longer resonant to the new vibration that you are becoming will fall away and not be in your life as frequently or as often, or again, you might lose them altogether. And this is a natural part of the manifestation process, and I do not want this to scare you. I know sometimes when I mention this, there's some people that are like, oh no, I don't want to manifest anything then because then I'm worried about losing something. It's not saying that you're going to lose something every single time. It's just saying that the things that no longer resonate with the path that you are going on or with your desire will fall away. And usually these are things that you'll be ready to let go of for the most part anyway, or things that you didn't really like in your life anymore. Because anything that you really enjoy and love having in your life, those things are not going to fall away because you're obviously in alignment with that. You are obviously attracted to those things and enjoying them because they resonate with your vibration. You're only going to lose things that were actually good for you to lose anyway. And that's what I want to make clear. Anything that you lose, it might be because you weren't really enjoying that thing anyway deep down inside, and that's because it wasn't resonating with you. And as you're becoming this new energy, the universe is like, okay, well, naturally, we need to remove these other things that you're no longer using, you're no longer resonating with as much, and these things are going to be falling out of your life. So take these things as blessings, take these things as signs from the universe that you are being guided in the right direction, and your prayers and dreams are actually being heard and they're being answered, and you're on the right path. So continue trusting it, even if it seems like a whirlwind while you're going through it. Another sign is that you're going to start seeing synchronicities, or you might even start noticing your desire more often. So for example, if you're trying to manifest love into your life, perhaps you're going to walk down the street and notice a lot of couples that are holding hands, kissing each other. You're going to see a lot of people out on dates. And this is actually a sign that you're getting closer and closer to the vibration of your desire. You're getting closer and closer to manifesting it because now you're in alignment with noticing it more in your life. And the only time that you ever notice it more is because your vibration is changing and you are in alignment with attracting and magnetizing more of that energy into your life. So even if you start noticing that other people have what you desire or other things like that, it's not a time to get jealous about that. It's not a time to be like, oh, everyone else has it but me. If you're noticing it more in your life, whether other people are having it or whatever your experience might be, you're just seeing it and noticing it more, this is actually a sign that you are getting closer and closer to it. So take this as a positive note from the universe and a positive confirmation from the universe that you are so close to manifesting your desire. Another thing that you might notice coming up in your life is a desire to do things differently than you've ever done them before. Whenever you are manifesting something new, it's going to require a shift in vibration from you, because your reality is always a reflection of who you're being. And so naturally, whenever we're manifesting something new, it changes us on an internal level, and we do have to change on an internal level, and we have to shift our vibration. Everything fundamentally in this universe is vibration, and we know that within science, we know that within law of attraction, and you'll always magnetize the things that are resonant to you. And so whenever you're manifesting something new, you're going to change on an internal level, at least subconsciously. Most of the time you'll also change very consciously. You'll be very aware of like, oh, I'm just inspired to be someone new. I'm inspired to do new things. I'm attracted to new things. I'm ready to leave behind old habits, old lifestyles, old patterns, and this old identity and this old me. So you're gonna get inspired to do things differently. You might wake up one morning and you might think, you know what? I feel like changing my style, or I feel like changing my hair, or I feel like changing the way I walk. I feel like changing my mood. I feel like changing my personality. I feel like changing my actions. And perhaps you're going to start building a new identity and getting new inspired action. And it may or may not even be correlated to your desire, or at least you might not see how it's correlated to your desire. So let's say that you're attracting your soulmate. But then all of a sudden you wake up one day and you're like, I feel like changing my style, I feel like going to the gym, and I feel like changing my diet and eating really healthy all of a sudden. So these things are actually leading you to your desire, whether you realize it or not. So sometimes we get these new inspirations, and this is connected to inspired action. So you might get inspired to change your diet or start going to the gym, and then as you start doing those new things and implementing them because they feel so good and it feels like the new energy and it just feels inspiring to do so, this is actually going to be what leads you to your manifestation in the end. And then you might realize, oh, well, maybe I was inspired to go to the gym because then all of a sudden I met my soulmate at the gym. Who would have ever guessed? Or maybe I'm going to meet my soulmate at the new grocery store that I'm going to because I'm deciding to eat all healthy and organic, and all of a sudden I run into my soulmate over there. These are just examples, by the way. It doesn't mean that this is going to be exactly what happens for you, but all these different things that come your way, all those internal shifts, those inspired actions where you're inspired just to be different, to do things differently, to wear different clothes, these are all a representation of the new energy that you're shifting into. It's because you're shifting your vibration internally, which naturally is going to shift multiple different areas of your life, such as, again, your style might change, your personality, you might just be inspired to be more bubbly, or maybe you're just inspired to be more energetic, to talk more, or maybe you're going to be inspired to be more alone and more recluse. It all depends on your particular manifestation and exactly where you're being led and your particular path of least resistance. You will notice that you get these inspired actions, and this is a sign that you're on your way to your manifestation, and it's also very close to you. Because the only reason why you're getting these new inspired actions is because your internal energy has changed. And this is now just a manifestation of that new internal energy shift that you've been creating. And this leads me into my next point, that you might also start noticing that you have a brand new mood. When you wake up in the morning, you might just feel different. And this is actually a very significant sign that your manifestation is extremely close. And this used to happen to me all the time. Sometimes I would just get a wave of new emotion, or I'd just be in a new mood where I was like, I just feel different. I feel different internally. There's something about me that feels more happy, or feels more just new, or just different. It's almost unexplainable, and it's usually a different sort of energy and feeling with every different manifestation that you're getting or attracting into your life. But when you notice that you have that new energy or that new mood, this is a huge sign that your energy and your vibration has shifted. And when your energy and your vibration has shifted, it means that your reality is about to shift as well, because your reality is always a reflection of how you're feeling internally and your internal vibration. And so once you notice that your mood changes, this is such a massive sign that your reality is about to change too. Another thing that you might notice that happens is that new opportunities and new paths start to open up for you. So aside just from you taking new action or feeling in a new mood, you might notice that different opportunities come your way. You might have a friend that is like, hey, I just got these tickets to this really cool event. Do you want to come with me? And you're like, wow, when does this ever happen? This is just so out of the blue. This is something that never happens for me. Or then you're going to get a phone call or get invited to something else, or you're going to just open up new opportunities and new paths in your life that didn't seem to ever exist before and didn't seem to ever be within your awareness, and they're just out of the blue. This is a huge sign that also your energy has shifted, because the only time that new opportunities and new paths are going to get attracted into your life is when your energy has changed. And so this is another sign that your energy has already shifted, and it's shifting in a way that's now attracting new things into your life. And these could be the particular things that are the stepping stones to your desire. And usually they all are. Anytime that you are attracting new things into your life, it's always a reflection of that new vibration that you are now emitting, and they're leading you to that desire. So it's really important to notice whenever you get these new opportunities and just reaffirm to yourself, okay, it's time for me to take these, especially if they feel exciting, especially if they feel good, because this is a reflection of the hard work that you've been doing of magnetizing your desires into your life. Another thing that might happen is that you no longer resonate with the old things you used to do or your old lifestyle. Or you might even notice that when you're hanging out with your regular group of people, that you just feel different, and other people might even give you the comment that, hey, you seem different, you're glowing, or there's something different about you, or did you change your hair? And you might be like, no, I didn't change my hair, but I just feel new, I feel different, and other people might be saying that to you. And once you get that compliment or that comment, this is actually a sign as well that your energy has changed so much that it's palpable to others. It's noticeable to those people that are around you. And you may no longer resonate with doing some of the old activities that you used to do. You might no longer resonate with living the old lifestyle that you used to, and this kind of correlates to those interesting changes that you might get inspired to make as well. And these interesting changes that you might get inspired to make is because you're no longer resonating with that old you, and you might just get inspired to leave behind some of those old patterns, habits, routines, or aspects of yourself and your identity that no longer resonate with the new person that you're becoming. Another thing that you might notice is angel numbers around you. I notice angel numbers a lot whenever I'm manifesting something, and they'll always be correlated to what I'm manifesting. For example, whenever I'm manifesting something within my career or within my business, I tend to notice the numbers 44 or 88 or 444 or 888. I tend to notice those ones the most. And the reason being is because 444 is a number that talks about your foundation, your sense of security, the money that you're bringing in, and it is also correlated to career and self-development and building something higher, being able to climb the ladder and set a really solid stage for something to be built upon. So this is really, of course, correlated to career. And then 888 is a number of infinite potential and also good luck, good fortune, and also more money and abundance coming into your life. 8 is the number of receiving. And so whenever I notice 888, it's usually correlated to times in my life where I am wanting to manifest more abundance, more luck, more opportunities, or something within the realm of my career. But if you want to know more about angel numbers, specifically if you start seeing angel numbers around, I'll have linked down below a free PDF that I've created all about different angel numbers and also about other different signs and synchronicities that you might notice in your life. For example, different colors have different energies. So if you notice that all of a sudden your favorite color changes from like white all of a sudden to red or something else, this has a significance as well. And I'll have again linked down below my specific signs and synchronicities PDF that you can download that talks all about the different common signs and symbols that might be popping up in your life and exactly what they mean. So along with that, I also want to mention that yes, if your favorite color changes, by the way, or all of a sudden you're attracted to different colors than you're used to, or you're wanting to wear a different color than you normally wear and you're just so attracted to like, oh, I just want to wear light colors all the time, or I want to wear pinks all the time, or I want to wear blues all the time. All of these things have different energies and they indicate that your vibration has changed, which is why you're attracted to these different things. And those all symbolize different changes within your frequency and within your energy field. So you can read about the different colors on that free PDF that I'll have linked down below. And then the last point that I want to talk about is you will literally start dreaming of your desire. This is a huge sign that your manifestation is on its way. Your dreams are connected to your subconscious mind and they stem from your subconscious mind. And if you're into law of attraction and spirituality and manifestation and all those types of things, you probably already know the fact that your reality is a reflection of, for one, your energy, and also it's a reflection of your subconscious mind. All those different subconscious beliefs, programs, habits, patterns, all of that stems from your subconscious mind. And your dreams are a reflection of what's happening within your subconscious. So if you start to dream of your desire, or that you're living your desire. Let's say that you want to manifest your soulmate and you start dreaming that you're with your soulmate, or that you connect with your soulmate, or you find your soulmate, or you have a dream about your life together. This is a huge sign that that has now integrated into your subconscious, meaning that your subconscious is at work of bringing it into your reality. Your subconscious mind is eradicating any of those old limitations, any of those old blocks that might have stopped you before, because anytime that you have a block that is creating resistance to you manifesting your desire, all of your blocks stem from your subconscious mind. They either stem from negative beliefs or limitations that you might believe are relevant to your life, even though they're not. They're called a limiting belief for a reason. They're not called a limiting truth. They're called a limiting belief. And this is because they are just simply a belief. They are not necessarily true. And if they were true, they would affect everyone just the same. And so, for example, we might have a belief like, oh, money doesn't grow on trees. Well, for some people, it absolutely does. Money just seems to flow in so effortlessly, so easily. So if money doesn't grow on trees, then it wouldn't, for that person, they would also be having struggles with money, right? And so that's just one example to show that these things that we might believe, such as, oh, all men are cheaters, or I'll never manifest love because fairy tale romance doesn't exist. Well, that means that that would apply to everyone just the same, and it doesn't. So you're absolutely worthy of your desires. You're absolutely capable of your desires. You can attract anything into your life, but it's about getting rid of those subconscious limiting beliefs. And one huge sign that the work that you're doing is working is that you begin dreaming about your desire. You start dreaming, oh my gosh, I had a dream that I bought the house of my dreams, or I had a dream that I was in my dream career and I was making tons of money and I was with my soulmate, and all these different things happened. That is a sign that your subconscious has begun loosening those old limitations, those old resistances, and now is beginning to welcome in the idea and welcome in that new energy of what you're trying to manifest. So once you start dreaming about it, it is a huge indication that what you're desiring is on its way. So those are the 10 different really common signs that let you know that your desire is right around the corner, that you're on the right track. And again, there might be different things that you can do in order to help your desire come to you faster, such as if you're noticing that increased resistance around your desire, it's then really important to begin removing those blocks, which all starts with doing that internal limiting belief work, where you do that internal work to remove those old limitations. And as you do that, that really helps you loosen that resistance. And then it'll help with the flow of that manifestation into your life. Because anytime that you have a desire, it's already flowing to you. Anytime that you ask for something, anytime you think like, oh, I really want that, that's already an energy that's now flowing to you. The universe is already bringing it to you. You're already attracting it into your field just simply by desiring it. But now it's about removing the resistance that might be around allowing it into your life, which all comes down to doing that inner work. And again, I'll have linked down below my manifestation workshop. It is a quick, easy, simple workshop that you can go through, and it is powerful. It is so powerful. I've had tons of people tell me how powerful this workshop was for them and how they manifested their desires so fast with this process. And the more work and effort that you put into the process of this manifestation workshop, the more that you will actually get out of it in the end. So I'd highly recommend checking that out and taking your time with it. However, you can speed right through it. It is something that I made it easy, I made it understandable, and I made it very applicable and very powerful. So if you're interested in that, I'll have that link down below, as well as the free Common Signs and Synchronicities PDF that you can download as well, in case you're interested in knowing about the angel numbers and the different colors, and all sorts of other different signs and synchronicities that are within that PDF as well. That will be linked down below. And thank you so much for joining me here for today's video. I'm sending you all so much love. Cheers to manifesting your absolute dream life, and until next time, bye.